it was important for her that this show represent a very real experience that she had and that she thinks, I think, a lot of young people do have when they're in college. And so she was like incredibly supportive and did not really stop us from doing anything that we wanted to do.
I just wanted to start off by asking how you each got involved in this show. What led you to Tell Me Lies?
Karah read the book first, actually, and was like, you have to read this book. I can't stop thinking about it. I can't put it down. And we both just were like, this is a TV show.
And the way that we, another EP on the show, Laura Lewis, sent me this book and was like, check this out. I think this would be a good series. I checked it out, could not stop thinking of Lucy and Steven, the characters, and knew that this would make for like a very interesting dual POV two-hander of a show. And I sent it to Emma. Emma agreed. And then I guess the rest is history. Although Megan Oppenheimer was obviously an integral part in it as the showrunner and writer. And she did an incredible job adapting the series. So we're very excited.
And I knew that people were going to love the show because I recommended the book to like 5 of my friends that are opposite people. And everybody was like, what's my next read? I finished it in 2 days. What's my next read? Also, are you guys making this? And I was like, okay. I was like, I think that was my field research for this show.
I love that. Well, I mean, since you mentioned that, yes, this is based on a book. What angle are you going for? Are you trying to kind of align this as closely as possible? Or are you trying to kind of put a new spin on it this season?
Because I was saying this earlier today, is that Karah and I are very hard on book to movie or show adaptations. And this is one that I think we can say we're very proud of, kind of keeping the relationship from the book, into the show. And also you can enjoy both, but, obviously there are some differences here and there, but I think it's a really, really great adaptation that we're proud of, is what I would say.
I was just going to ask if you worked with the author of the novel at all when you were first making this.
Carola Lovering, who's the wonderful author of this book and two others now, was like the dream author to work with in terms of an adaptation. Like she was very open to kind of letting Megan make choices, which people will see if they've read the book, for the show that are different, like very different from the book. But I think for her as a writer, like this whole process has been quite surreal, especially because this story is very close to her, is as much as I'll say. And I think for her, to see, I don't think everybody gets to kind of see a version of their own college experience immortalized on television. And I think she's been incredibly generous and kind of open about Megan's adaptation, especially because, and she talks about this, there's an article she wrote about, I think maybe in The Cut, I don't remember exactly where it was, but where she talks about this experience of having a toxic romance. And so I think it was important for her that this show represent a very real experience that she had and that she thinks, I think, a lot of young people do have when they're in college. And so she was like incredibly supportive and did not really stop us from doing anything that we wanted to do.
That is great. And then Emma, while I have you, I wanted to ask you about your new rom-com about fate, which is coming out in September. Is there anything that you are particularly excited about with this release?
First of all, I loved making that movie. I filmed it with Thomas Mann, who is an actor who I've always wanted to work with in Boston. And it was written by Tiffany Paulson, who wrote Nancy Drew and Holiday. So it was so much fun to get a script and see her name on it. And her and I kind of have a shorthand, and I just love the way she writes characters for me. So it's a really fun rom-com, and I think it'll make everyone smile.
Awesome. I'm going to have to wrap, but thank you guys so much for chatting with me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.